Hey guys, I'm Tasha and thank you so much for stopping over tonight. I am celebrating for a couple of reasons. First, this is our last kind of intro tarot lesson. After tonight, we will have made our way through the whole minor and major arcana of the tarot deck. I cannot believe I actually completed this. I cannot believe it. So cheers to completion and finishing what you started, because it doesn't always happen. I'm celebrating because it's the full moon. It's the full thunder moon right now. It's kind of orange looking in the sky tonight. That's why my room is a little bit dark. You'll notice we're in a little bit different atmosphere, but it's so I can see the moon when it comes up by my bedroom window. So I'm celebrating that. And last but not least, I officiated my first hand fasting today. So I was the officiant and got to do all the fun stuff at the ceremony, and it was beautiful and fun and so fulfilling just being able to do that service for pagans in my community and witches in my community. Just honestly makes me feel really good. It's kind of why I'm a little bit fancy tonight for this, and I thought, well, it's our last lesson in this first intro series, so why not just stay fancy? I have a gigantic glass of wine. You're gonna drink it, walk to wherever your kitchen or wherever your wine is, and fill the cup back up again. So why not just fill the cup and just have no shame? I don't know. But I'm a couple glasses in, but I promise these lessons are going to be good. And we're celebrating tonight. Tonight is a celebratory night. Happy full moon, happy witchcraft, and happy tarot. Without further ado, pull out your decks and let's get started. So tonight we're doing the last 5 cards in the deck, and these are kind of the getting to know the universe cards, and they're like celestial bodies, they're reincarnation a little bit. I kind of think more the broader sphere, the afterlife, and our spirituality and connection with spirit. These to me are almost some of the deepest cards of the tarot and the most existential. So we've got the Star, the Moon, the Sun, Judgment, and the World to talk about tonight. As always, I'll be using the Rider-Waite primarily, and I'll share with you a couple of other decks so we can kind of see how other artists and different companies and whatever do the tarot. And I like to kind of get a different perspective from each one. You guys already know that. If you've been watching this long, I mean, we're at the end, so you already know. The Star. I really like this card. I think it's a card of hope and imagination. I think the reversed aspect of it, though, is that it could be theft or loss, stolen ideas, stolen dreams, stolen hope, trust being broken. But primarily, I see this as a card of the imagination. What do you wish for in your life? That's what the Star wants you to ask for. Like wishing upon a star, like when you were a kid, that is heavily, I feel, shown and influenced in this card. And it kind of like, that's one way the tarot connects back to just our everyday life and experience, is that you hear the song Twinkle Twinkle Little Star as you're a kid, you're learning about wishing on stars, you start associating stars with wishes, and in the tarot it's a card of hope and wishes on what do you wish for your life. So it's just another way to kind of, when you get this card, if you're reading for someone, just kind of, if you think about Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, could be wishes. You could think, okay, this person's likely thinking about what they want out of their life. What do they want? You could associate it with a person, like a fairy godmother. Someone who's coming to better and help and interfere. Could be good, could be bad, could be depending on what cards are around it, right? I think about if I was going to connect the star with a person in pop culture, I would probably say like someone like Princess Diana, a figure who she was kind of held on such a high pedestal worldwide as the symbol of hope and the symbol of better, just being better. And so she's kind of like a star figure in my mind. The number, so it's 17. So 17, if you break it down, 1 plus 7 is 8. And 8 is the number of hope, prosperity, and spiritual fulfillment. So we're really beginning on that path of spiritual fulfillment with the star. The figure here, is naked as a symbol that we are all human. We are all human. We are all the same. So it's a reminder that we're not, it can be an ego check a little bit to kind of remind you, you know, we're all the same. We're all people. We're all struggling and learning and growing and trying to better ourselves. The cups. So she's pouring water out of 2 cups, you'll see. And those cups, like other cards we've had, the seen and the unseen, the subconscious and the conscious. She's pouring them out. So is this person giving their ideas or sharing what inspires them? The 8-pointed star, that's spiritual energy, truth, inspiration, the star of inspiration. Well, maybe this card would be awesome if you were an artist and you were just kind of lacking inspiration and you were looking for some ideas. There's all kinds of stuff in these cards. There's the bird, there's the little plants. So there's so much to learn, and you'll find that as you work with the tarot more and more, you'll always be discovering things in the cards, which is what I love about them. One of the decks we're going to take a look at is the Tarot of the New Vision. And it's by Pietro Allegio. Artwork by Raul and Gianluca Sestero. So it's pretty cool. So this tarot deck, I really like this deck. Actually, I wanted to do a video on it. It's like the Rider-Waite reimagined from behind. So if you were behind the figure, like what is she looking at? So it's a new vision. It's so cool. I really like this deck. It really gets me thinking. So another 8-pointed star. Maybe that's the Fool over there. But kind of just, well, like it says, the new vision. So, oops, sorry guys. From behind. So cool deck. The other one I grabbed for tonight is the Witch's Tarot, and this is a really horny deck, I'll be honest. It's by Ellen Cannon Reed and Martin Cannon, so this may be a married couple. I certainly hope they're not brother and sister. This is just a horny deck. It's a very horny deck. You'll know what I mean as soon as you see these cards. Very much like, I feel like all the people in these cards like went to the gym a lot in the 80s. Which is good for them. Okay. First one. Spicy. But same imagery, same idea. Nice colors. Big stars. The water. The lady. The maiden. All the same. And for fun, the Halloween tarot, because you can't go wrong. And the star's like a gargoyle. So this one's it's the same in some ways because we have the 8-pointed stars. And I really think that's it, but cool, very cool. So let's see what these say with these decks. So this is from the Tarot of the New Vision. And for the star, it says optimism, grace, achieve desires. So pretty basic. And the Halloween tarot says, gargoyle. As gargoyles channel water, this card offers new hope. Okay, that's cool. So like the star with the water, the vases is kind of the same idea. Very cool. Understanding, optimism, renewal, clarity, insight, the harmony of the subconscious and conscious, an outpouring of feeling. So very in sync with what we were talking about. The next card is probably one of my favorite cards. I almost want to say my favorite card, but I know you guys know I say that a lot. The moon. Oh, come on. Spooky little card. This card for me is ghost. It's ghost, spirit, spiritual energy, ghosts in your house, pursuing ghosts, working in cemeteries, spending time in cemeteries, the dead. That is what I've always gotten from this card, but there's a lot more to it. It's also the card of the imagination and the unseen. Paranormal activity, obviously, which I just said I know. The psychic, so dreams. Have you been having dreams coming true? Have you been having feelings about stuff before it's going to happen? Anything like that, the moon could indicate something like that going on. The towers, which are a common thread throughout the tarot, or that symbol of balance or duality. It's like kind of like, I see Mother Nature in this card because it's what you can see, but there's so much that you can't see. So with Mother Nature, the earth, it nourishes us, it houses us, it's our home, it's our, you know, to me, it's our mother, it's the goddess. But it can kill you in a second. It's dangerous. So there's that duality again. There's two sides of nature. There's that hidden side. This card could indicate a need for shadow work, a need to explore your darkness a little bit, have a dark night of the soul. Little blessings, so blessings from the darkness. I also can interpret this for sometimes for people that it's an indication of ghostly activity. So did they have someone recently pass on who is giving them little signs, finding dimes, seeing certain birds? You guys know those traditional things that people associate with symbols of death or symbols from the departed. Is that person seeing signs like that? Because this card indicates there could be, or that they will be getting signs. It's the number 9 because it's 18, so 1 plus 8 is 9. Math with Tasha. 9's the magic number, right? So that's mastering the psychic realm, mastering the psychic self. It is the number of spirituality. So it's a very spiritual card. These cards, we're really getting into our soul sides. We have the question of, is it real or is it an illusion? So if someone is, say you're doing a reading for someone in a relationship and they really, really like someone and they think the person likes them back, but they're not sure. This card kind of says like, okay, are you seeing what you want to see because you want to see it? Or is there something else really going on? It's about asking yourself, are you telling yourself the truth? Are you being honest with yourself, or are you creating an illusion? Could be someone that's trying to fix their relationship and they keep thinking that it's going to get better, and maybe it's not. This card can be kind of brutal sometimes too. The dog and the wolf. So we have the dog here and the wolf over here. Represents the domesticated and the wild. Those two sides of human nature. The tamed and the untamed. And our little crawfish down here, the crayfish, what is he going to do, our lobster? Is he going to bite one of these dogs? Is he going to go under the water? Is he going to take off? Is he going to follow the path? What's he doing there? This is the card associated with the signs of Cancer and Pisces. So always kind of associate that with Cancer a little bit. Water signs, the moon, makes sense. And the tides and the pulling and the in and the outs of life. the disciplined and undisciplined. The moon, psychic energy, and also asking yourself, or asking the current, maybe they're coming and they're saying, I'm having spiritual weird experiences in my house, and I'm not sure if it's me or if it's real or what's going on. The moon kind of asks you to really reflect on, are you having a psychic experience, or is it something else? Is it something more mundane or more on our earthly level? It also can indicate a card of mental illness. It's been long and probably unfairly, I'm sure, a myth in pop culture that the moon affects people with mental illness. And so in this card, I think through time, that archetype, or whatever the right word is, I guess, is ingrained. So you think the moon and you think lunacy and you think mental illness. So it could also, you could think this card could indicate working through a mental illness of some kind, or questioning and asking, are you having a psychic experience? Are you getting messages from spirit, or are you just getting messages from your own mind, and just how you want to sort that out or decipher it? It's a spooky card. That's what I love about it. It's such a spooky card. And it's beautiful. So let's take a look at what the tarot of the new vision has to show us with the moon. So this would be, let's see, kind of like to have them both together for reference. So we're looking from the dog's perspective out into the water, and there's like this dude, some banners. So those are more new towers. Interesting. And this one isn't a horny card. Actually, this is a pretty, just, you know, you got your moon, you got your wolf and your dog, you got your water creatures. So I feel like that's a nice little nod to Pisces. And then you got the crab for Cancer. So you got the Pisces and Cancer together. I don't know if it's because I've had wine since early today or if it's my camera, but these don't look like they're focusing really that good. So if they're not focusing good, I'm really sorry. It could just be my wine eyeballs too. And the Halloween tarot, if it wasn't a werewolf, I would have been so mad. A werewolf, come on. I think werewolves, I always have this like inner fight. Tasha, do you like werewolves or vampires more? As a little kid, werewolves were kind of my favorite, but then I don't know. But I think at the end of the day, I'm going to choose werewolves. The moon, you got your little lobster up there at the top. You got your little dog down here. The wild, the domesticated. The unseen, what's hidden. Really cute card. That wine up there. Okay. Books. According to the new vision, the moon is dreams, danger, attraction, and of the unknown. That's a cool one too, because it's like attraction to the occult. It's a witchy kind of card. And then the moon, the werewolf. Hidden dangers, deception, mystery. Things are not as they seem. Intuition, instinct, the subconscious, wildness, a struggle for sanity. I really like that intuition too. Like trusting your intuition, trusting your gut. If the moon comes up, really trust how you feel. Next, we have the sun. I'll be honest, I don't love this card, and there's no reason not to. It's a beautiful card. It's a very positive card. It's a great card, but I've never connected with the sun. Maybe it's because I'm more of a nighttime person. I don't know. But it's number 19. And it's a card of contentment. It's happiness, having a happy life, good relationships, pleasure. The inner child, so maybe doing some inner child work or connecting with children in your life. Could indicate a new birth. So it's a great card for pregnancy. I remember doing a tarot reading for people. I'm doing tarot readings, I should say, for people at Indigo when they've launched the Harry Potter book, the last Harry Potter book. And anyway, doesn't matter where or why. I met a couple and they were pregnant and they both pulled this card, which I thought was really cool. So I hope they had a healthy and happy baby. And it could indicate a healthy pregnancy, a healthy baby. So it's really, really pretty. That red banner, that's the banner of life. It's red because of blood being the lifeblood. So it's the banner of life. If you're not feeling good, or you've been feeling down, or you've been going through that dark night of the soul of the moon, the sun's here to shine light on issues. It can also indicate that secrets or stuff you're trying to hide a little bit, some sketchy situations, they could come to light. So secrets could be exposed with the sun. The sun, when it's in your reading, it's literally like shining its light on everything. Not a good time to be sneaky. It's the number 1 because it's 19. So you go 9 plus 1 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. So 1. And that is the number of new beginnings. It's the start. So it's this fresh start. Being happy. Being confident. It's the card of Leo, which is our nice, confident lions. I've never met a Leo that I didn't like. I find Leos and Cancers mesh well together because Leos kind of bring us out of our shells a little bit. And you got the moon with the Cancer, and then you get the Leo right after it, shining the light on it. I just love Leos. Success, fire, family, being with family, career, what you want to put your passions into. Something good's going to come your way. There's 4 sunflowers. Spot the sunflowers. They represent the 4 elements: earth, air, fire, and water. Coming into play into your life, balancing out your life, a good message. The horse is freedom of movement, freedom to change. You're free, you're liberated. Goals. You want to get married? You're going to get married soon. If you want to graduate, you're going to graduate. If you want that job, you're going to get it. You're just happy. Thinking about childhood. It could be someone having a happy childhood and reflecting on childhood. Good memories. Healthy pregnancies, like I said. Happiness and just pleasure from within. Being your own sun. That's a really positive card. It's a beautiful card. Just never really got the warm and fuzzies from it, which is, I'm just broken. So that's what the sun's looking at there. Not too exciting. Sunflower field is, from where I am, it didn't look like sunflowers. What is that? And then with the, I like this one from the Pagan Tarot, or the Witch's Tarot, sorry. Childhood, children, pretty. And then with the Halloween Tarot, we have the same sunflowers appearing again. And I don't know what these little purple guys are up in the corner. Little creatures and bats and pathway and the cat and the bones. So bright shining sun in the background. And according to the Halloween Tarot, it says 2-headed monster. Oh, I didn't even see the monster. Oh my gosh. I was so caught up looking at the sunflowers in the sun, I didn't see the monster there. That's funny. The 2-headed monster. Happiness, success, simple pleasures, a purity of spirit and mind, a good partnership or marriage. Very positive, very nice. And with the new vision, clarity, glory, satisfaction, and spontaneousness. We're down to our last 2 cards together, at least for this set of lessons. Judgment. Some people are freaked out by this card. A lot of times when I'm doing readings for people, they get a little freaked out when they see Judgment. It's nothing to be freaked out about. It's the awakening of the cosmic. It's like, it's awakening of your spirit. It's like the cosmic slap. It's like, hello, I'm getting your attention. Clarity of thoughts. Change of consciousness. The song, it's kind of like if you think of that Ode to Joy song by Beethoven. It's just kind of that happy kind of, well, I'm not going to sing it. You know what I'm talking about. 20, so 2 plus 0 is 2. The number of cooperation. And this is cooperation with higher forces. Submitting to powers beyond your own. Walking the walk, talking the talk. So if you say you're going to be a spiritual person, then be a spiritual person. If you say you're going to be a Christian, then behave like a Christian. So on and so forth. Live and be who you say you are. Judgment. So don't, if you're trying to pull the wool over somebody's eyes, it's not going to work. Answers to mystery. So answers coming to light. Good judgments happening. Making decisions. It's a Scorpio card. It's about giving up to your higher self. So being reborn in a sense. So in a sense, a death in a way. A death of self, a death of ego. Answers to your mysteries and questions. The angel is Gabriel. And Gabriel's got like this fun little horn that he blows during the apocalypse. So he's blowing it 7 times. And that will awaken humankind. That's to awaken the souls of the dead when everything's over. And to signify the end of the battle. Which is also, for the tarot, is that we're almost at the end of the journey. We're almost at the end of the Fool's journey. We're almost there. But there's still more to life. There's still more to the experience after death. The cross, so the red is passion. And then the white is spiritual attainment. Improving your health and well-being. This is actually a really good card of improving your health. So you've had to make some tough decisions and do some good judgments about what you're putting into your body or what you're doing with your body or how you're taking care of yourself. And so now you're going to start making good decisions towards better health. So this is a great card for someone starting a better health routine and whatever that is for them. It's a really good card. If you're thinking about starting some kind of practice to better your health, this card would be an awesome omen that now is the time to do it. And your well-being. So also just taking some time for your well-being, whatever that is. Armageddon. It looks like the end of the world. So what's behind that angel anyway? Pretty much the same thing, but some birds. You got blackbirds and white birds. And then on the Witch's Tarot, Judgment is really pretty, actually. I don't know if that's picking up in it. Sorry, guys. But there's like an angel blowing a horn in the sun. And everybody's kind of moving towards it. And then for Judgment in the Halloween Tarot is Dracula. Dracula makes me so happy. It's so cute. So what does the Halloween Tarot have to say? Spiritual awakening, breaking out of a rut, rethinking your situation, facing the consequences of your actions, karma, the power of forgiveness. Very nice. Because judgment, right? So forgiving goes with judgment. So that I can totally see that. And with the new vision, it just says test, completion, announcement, and a culminating moment. Pretty short and simple and to the point in the new vision. They're not wasting anybody's time. Oh my god, I love wine. Love wine. It's like one of my few pleasures in life. Last but not least, we have the world. The world, the fool's journey has come to an end. We have the same figures from the Wheel of Fortune, which I think is cool. We have another naked person, so a lot of nudity in this latter part of the deck. And that's because when you're getting into spiritual matters and you're getting into someone's what they believe, and when we're talking life after death, whether you believe in that or not, that's kind of a deep conversation. That's not small talk. So you're kind of being vulnerable when you get into these kind of conversations. And that's why, in my opinion, all these people are naked. So the world, attainment, triumph, karmatic completion. So it's kind of saying, you know what? Like, here's your reward. Good for you. And she's naked in the sense, too, of being liberated. Nudity is liberation. It's freedom. You're the champion. You won. You're going to win. You're going to have success with the world. It's going to come out roses. This is the number 3 because it's 21. So 2 plus 1 is 3. Accomplishment in the Holy Trinity. So it's kind of a perfect number as well. That Holy Trinity, that can also be feminine, as, you know, Maiden, Mother, Crone. It could be the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. For me, it's Kesha, Stevie Nicks, and Courtney Love. So whatever your Holy Trinity is, Rocket is the card of Capricorn. So Capricorns are the sign that will get things done. If a Capricorn tells you they're going to do it, they're going to do it. They'll climb every mountain. So this card's showing you, you climbed every mountain. You didn't just get there because you were lucky. You worked your ass off. You deserve this. Victory. Those laurels are victory. And the more wine I drink, the more passionate I get. Motivated. Motivation. Being motivated. Being responsible for all the life on earth. This is the world. So this indicates someone who is being compassionate and caring about all life on earth, all the animals, traveling the world, seeing the world, but being comfortable, treating yourself or being treated to the best. So giving yourself the world. And what does that mean? What does it mean to give yourself the world? So many of us wait for our spouse to do something romantic or someone in our life to step in and comfort us, be there for us. And just so often it doesn't happen. So you have to give yourself the world, and that's really hard. And I think you learn that as you go. But give yourself the world. Give yourself the best that you can give yourself. What's behind her? Just the same thing, really. Cool. And then for our Witches Tarot, we're back in that very sexy 80s gym bod, I feel. But she's got the world. She's got all this energy around her. It looks like she's almost kind of standing on top of the world. Spicy. And for the Halloween Tarot, we have the kitty cat. So in this deck, and I think I did a walkthrough of it, maybe. It follows this cat. So the cat's kind of like the Fool. It's the cat's journey through the deck. And so the cat finally made it to be the star of the card. And all the little creatures around it. So let's see what the new vision has to say. Completedness, happiness, gratification, success. And then for the Halloween Tarot, we have a sense of oneness with others or in the world around you, spiritual understanding, completion, success, euphoria, cycles, movement, and travel. So traveling the world. There you have it, guys. So my plan is that now that these lessons are done, obviously these are just very basic kind of overviews on how to get comfortable with the cards, and just to give you an idea of what they mean, in my opinion, and how you kind of further explore them. So the next set of lessons, we're going to be two different things. So one is we're going to go back through the cards, and we're going to do a really deeper dive into all the little symbols and colors. Not even really talk about the meaning, just what we see there. And then the other set of lessons I want to do is just practical lessons on how to do a tarot reading. So how to sit down with someone and do a tarot reading, and tips on getting started, tips on having a tarot business if you wanted to, and how to just become more confident and successful with it. So I'm going to share some experiences from that as well and do some more lessons on that. But this marks the end of our kind of basic 101, just simple tarot chat, tarot talk. So cheers to you. Happy full moon. Happy tarot, happy learning, and thank you for going on this journey with me, and have a wonderful full moon. Bye.